Warning. If the topic of psychological manipulation and emotional enslavement of women offends you, I want you to stop watching this video. And if you want to continue, you must agree never to use this knowledge to hurt women. Deal? Great. Let's start. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever lost a woman to another guy? Let's be honest here. A woman leaving you for another man is absolutely soul-crushing. It's like she's telling you, you're not even half the man he is. Awful, right? I'll kid you not, man. A broken heart is the absolute worst feeling a guy could have. How do I know? Well, I've been there myself many times. Since my last breakup, I found a way to mend my own broken heart, and I didn't stop with just the mending. I also got my woman to leave her new boyfriend and come running back to me. If that sounds good to you, and if you want to make her change her mind and come back to you, and not just come back, but actually stay with you for the rest of her life, then pay close attention to what I'm going to say next, because this will be crucially important to you. Before we start, however, could you do me a favor? Could you help me out by clicking the like button? Click like, because that will encourage me to create even more of these videos for you. Do it now, all right? Done clicking like? Great. Let's start now, okay? So here's the first step to mending a broken heart. Man up. I'm not kidding. Pussies never get over their broken hearts. You got to man the fuck up, point blank. That means you should decide this very moment whether to 1. Get over it and move on, or 2. Fucking do something about it and get your girl back. If you choose option number 1, then you should probably just click away and watch a funny cat video here on YouTube or something. And guess what? If you're leaning towards the second option, then this video is all about you. I'll teach you how to destroy the new guy and make her run back to you. Sound good? Okay, so here's the deal. Right now, think of some of the happiest, most satisfied wives and girlfriends you know. Doesn't it seem like they're under some sort of hypnosis whenever they're with the man of their lives? You know, like they're brainwashed into loving him, respecting him, and following his lead no matter what? You see, here's what's really happening behind the curtains with those women. They are under mind control of some sort. Okay, let me be clear. This is not the sort of mind control peddled by conspiracy theorists and reptilian aliens or taking over the world nut jobs. Far from it. In fact, it's the same kind of mind control you get subjected to when, for example, you get hooked on a popular TV show like Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead. Or when you prefer certain brands over others, like Apple or Starbucks. Or when you support the initiatives of certain world leaders and politicians, but not others. Or when you subscribe wholeheartedly to a certain religion or belief or value system. In other words, this is real mind control that we are talking about here. It's none of that hokey, you're getting sleepy crap. It's mind control that's backed by centuries of good old-fashioned science. And it's the kind of mind control that's going to help you get your girl back for good. Now let's move on and learn how you use mind control on her to get her back, all right? So there are basically 3 steps to follow. 1. Re-establish contact with your girl. 2. Destroy the new boyfriend. 3. Seal the deal with the F technique and make her stay with you for life. Step number 1. Re-establish contact. This step is best done after some time of zero contact with your girl. You re-establish contact by sending her a text that makes her life a little better. For example, if she was an art lover, you can text her, "Hey, how you doing? Just wanted to let you know that the art museum is holding an exhibit in a few months. You might want to check it out. Anyway, hope you're doing fine. Ciao." Most times she'll respond by thanking you and asking how you're doing. Congratulations, you've made that significant first step. Sometimes she might contact you first. That usually happens when you spend at least a couple of weeks with zero contact. She'll miss you enough to check on you. In either case, when contact is reestablished, here's the most important thing to do. Be a friend. That's right. Just act like you're old friends, and that talking again after a few weeks of zero contact isn't a big deal. Nothing romantic yet. Nothing sexual yet. Nothing about the past relationship yet. And yes, you're effectively putting yourself into the friend zone. This may seem counterintuitive, but there's a good reason for this, and you'll find out why you must do this in the next step. Step number 2, destroy the boyfriend. After you reestablish contact with the girl, you'll start chatting with her from time to time. Appear as harmless as possible for reasons that you'll know soon enough. Eventually, she'll bring up her new relationship with her new boyfriend. That's when you start step number 2, to destroy that fucking jerk. And you know what? She'll probably be less than 100% happy with her new boyfriend. Ask her this. If you could choose the guy to spend the rest of your life with, what would your ideal guy be like? What would he look like? How would he talk? How would he make you feel? Here's how the mind control happens. 1. She'll be describing her ideal guy, and she'll be feeling those emotions of hope and desire. 2. You're the only guy physically with her. She'll subconsciously attach those feelings of hope and desire to you. After she's finished describing her ideal guy, then you tell her, isn't it funny how we have goals for most things in our lives? We have ideal jobs, ideal lifestyles, ideal life partners, but the ones we get are almost always disappointing? Once you run this routine a few times, she'll start complaining more and more about her current boyfriend. That's because she now knows, I know what my ideal guy is like, but it's not him. And then, once you're quite sure she's at least 50% sure she wants to leave the guy, push her over the edge by telling her, so what are you waiting for? Dump the loser already. And if she doesn't break up with him right away, she will soon enough. And you'll be the first one to know about it. Also remember that to make boyfriend destroyers successful, you'll need to obey these 2 rules. Firstly, repetition is key. You'll need the boyfriend destroying effect to kick in by repeating the routine over time. Secondly, the delivery needs to be covert. Obviously, you'll need to do this without her catching you outright. This is why you must appear to be harmless. You're just a friend concerned with her well-being. And this is why you must put yourself in the friend zone. Get it? Step number 3, seal the deal. Make no mistake, step number 3 is the most important part of the strategy. After you destroy the boyfriend and she dumps him, you'll need to do 2 more things. 1, make her want to come back to you, and 2, make her stay with you for the rest of her life. If you can't do these 2 things, then you'll still lose her again. What's more, even if you did get her back, if you don't know how to make her stay, you'll just lose her again. So you'll need to change something. In particular, you'll need to change the way she feels about you. And that's where fractionation comes in. Simply put, fractionation is the mind control technique of the gods. It holds the key to getting your woman back and making her stay. Put simply, if you don't use fractionation, you'll lose her again, guaranteed. However, if you do use fractionation, you'll keep her for life. However, this video is already quite long, and so we can't cover fractionation in full. Here's what you need to do is to watch all the way until the end, where I'll share with you a cool resource on how to use fractionation on women. So promise me to watch until the end and click on the link, alright? When used correctly, fractionation can get a woman under your control, enslave her, and make her fall in love with you far quicker than the usual pickup artist tricks. I have to warn you, though, that it is not possible to undo the effects of fractionation. Once you have enslaved a woman using this technique, dumping her will cause irreparable damage to her psychology. Therefore, please use this technique responsibly and ethically. To learn how you can use Shogun method and fractionation to manipulate a woman's mind and enslave her to you emotionally, go to fractionationhypnosis.com or click on this link right now.